For the first time in a long time, teen drama TV shows are actually good. And when I say good, I mean good in terms of for the 21st century. Now, of course, there are exceptions like Freaks and Geeks and other shows, but as of late, we've been getting a lot of teen drama TV shows that are actually really good. It seems like since 13 Reasons Why first dropped, companies realized they gotta pull back on the edgy shit. They finally realized that if you put real life teen experiences into a teen drama TV show, more kids are gonna watch it, more teens are gonna watch it because they can relate. I think the two front runners for this are Euphoria and Sex Education. I think these two shows are perfect for the 21st century just because the subject matter that they tackle, I know it sounds cringy, but it's real. With 13 Reasons Why, for example, I think where they fucked up is that they did put quote unquote real subject matter in the show, but it was tackled so fucking poorly. For one, Hannah Baker did not suffer from depression. She just had a whole bunch of terrible shit happen to her in a small time frame, which led to her suicide, which is terrible and could make for a good show. But the fact that they came out and said that they tried to make a show about depression and how you can stop it and shit and to raise awareness, but the fact is, she doesn't have fucking depression. Where in Euphoria, I think Rue's character is a great example of what depression actually looks like. It's not just a bunch of really bad shit happening to someone, causing them to get sad. That's not depression. It can lead to depression, but that's not depression. Rue's storyline of self-destructive behavior and the slow decay of her mental state, that's what depression is. Just the day-to-day struggles of trying to be happy, basically, and doing anything you can to try and bring those happy feelings back up. Whether that's drugs or attaching yourself to a person and relying on them too heavily, I think it's a pretty good example of how people do cope with depression, at least the negative coping strategies. I think the best way to make a teen drama show is to put real life experiences that teens go through, but gloss it up. And when I say gloss it up, I don't mean glorify it. I mean gloss it up in terms of make it like out of this world. Like Euphoria with all the trippy psychedelic effects and the color grading on it. Or Sex Education with its very vintage indie 80s, 70s feel to it. Gloss it up to the point where it makes the show recognizable, but don't glorify shit in it. Shows also have a tendency to play on stereotypes. For example, I feel like a lot of teen TV shows really gloss up gay characters and kind of just make them either the gay sidekick or just a punchline, which is kind of fucked up. Which Sex Education did do in its first couple episodes. Eric was kind of the gay sidekick and the punchline. But then the show went and expanded his character and gave him a full plotline to follow. And it's really fucking good. Not to mention Adam, who is the best character in the whole show. Adam's story of this poor guy that suppresses his real self to the point where he's so angry all the fucking time, taking it out on the one gay kid that he actually has a crush on, and then slowly throughout the TV show accepts himself. That's a good fucking storyline. And then there's also the plot between Maeve and her mother, which I thought was really good, with the whole child services and her little sister thing. And I'm not gonna spoil too much. I've already spoiled a bit with the Adam story, but it's really fucking good. I also feel like Sex Education sums up what teen life really is like. It's got a very fun, playful aura about it, but it's also got some very emotionally driven and dark scenes in it, which I think sums up teen life pretty well. As a teenager, you have a lot of fun, but you also have a lot of torment, whereas Euphoria is kind of just constantly dark. There's no real jokes in it, But Euphoria absolutely trumps Sex Education in one aspect, and that's the soundtrack. One thing I forgot to mention is that these two shows are very different in terms of aesthetic. Sex Education, its soundtrack is very, oh look at me, I'm an indie kid. Whereas Euphoria's soundtrack is pretty much the set definition of what teenagers in the 21st century listen to. Like, it's gonna be hard to look through the soundtrack of Euphoria and find a song that doesn't have trap influences in it, or like really mainstream pop aspects to it. And I'm not gonna lie, the Euphoria soundtrack is fucking fire! This shit is it's a banger. Dude, I never thought I would see City Morgue, Scarlord, Snot in a fucking TV show. The whole SoundCloud rap and trap metal thing just doesn't, I just could never have imagined it being in any TV show, but they went and put it in there because that's what kids listen to. That's what teenagers listen to. Some do, at least. I know I do. But yeah, I don't really have anything else to say. I just thought I would make a video on this because these are two really, really good shows, and I love them both. And if you haven't seen them yet, well, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Go watch them. And I haven't spoiled too much, so don't worry, you'll be fine. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you. Bye.